Hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Hello, Henry and Alyssa. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Glad to see ya. My apologies that the beginning took so long. My lovely staff, maid cafe staff that ran Tip, ended up breaking my phone mount, so I had to find an extra one. So it took me a second. I pulled it out and I realized, one of these parts is missing. That part was there when I gave that to my staff, and when I got it back from Colossal Con, it was messed up. But it's fine. Maybe it just fell off in like one of the bags or in the car. I don't know. Hopefully I can figure it out. But I was like, damn you. Be nice to my parts. Be nice to my electronics. We have to use these repeatedly. But, you know, shit happens. I got ice water. And I also have a Peppy Zero with me. I'm not quite ready to crack open the Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's where you're gonna take a nap. Okay. I'm unpacking things still. Or like, I unpacked and now I'm like, you know, things are in piles and I am moving the piles, and she has decided to nap on one of the piles, as cats do. That's okay, Jimmy. I figured it got tousled somehow, like in the wagon or, you know, somewhere. Like I said, shit happens. We will figure it out. I just shoved, before stream, teriyaki chicken and sesame garlic broccoli in my face with some rice. And I wanted some of the lemon blueberry pound cake I made. Because I put some in the freezer so it would last. Because I always make more than I need. Whenever I bake, I always bake these big things. And just because it's only myself and my partner in the house, I can never just get it done in one sitting. But honestly, it's kind of nice. Because then, whenever I want a little something sweet, I just see what baked goods I got in my freezer. And that was lemon blueberry pound cake today. Yummy. Listen, even though it overflowed the pan in the oven, what did end up being baked was delicious. Oh, and did y'all see a new season of the Great British Baking Show starts on September 2nd? I am so excited. That's one of my little comfort shows. So, I cannot wait to see what they're going to be cooking up on Bake Off this fall. And honestly, it's perfect that it airs in the fall, or like late summer, early fall. Because it's around, whenever September hits, I just want to start baking. I don't know. I just get into a mood. And I'm like, ooh, time to bake. Usually my first bake of the fall is a pumpkin bread. And I do still have canned pumpkin in my pantry. Because I love a good pumpkin bread. I don't know, man. Me and loaf cakes. I am a loaf cake fiend. I mean, you know, you mix the wet ingredients, you mix the dry ingredients, you combine them, and you dump it into a loaf pan. And then you bake it. It's easy, but they're always moist and delicious. Pumpkin bread, goated. Absolutely. I love a pumpkin bread. Ooh. Pumpkin cheesecake bread, like with a swirl in it? You bet. Actually, my cousin, one year for Thanksgiving, she brought over a like pumpkin cheesecake roll. So she made a pumpkin roll cake, and the filling of the roll was like this like cream cheese. Like it wasn't quite as thick as a cheesecake, but it like had that kind of a flavor to it. Hell yeah. Although I have made there's a chocolate chip pumpkin bread that I'll do, or I have also made banana pumpkin bread. And that is extra delicious as well. I have so many pecans in my pantry. For my first batch of pumpkin bread this year, I'll probably chop up some pecans and put that in there. Or maybe I can use them as part of like a streusel topping. Maybe like a pumpkin coffee cake. I've got baking on the mind. Okay, last bite. We'll save the rest for tomorrow. Honestly, lemon and blueberry. I don't know why that combination works so well, but it really does. It's excellent. Yes. And it's very summery. I'm trying to milk the last of summer, because technically I think the first day of fall is September 21st. But like August feels like that is really summertime. So I am trying to get my last summer hurrah in, This week with the summer festival theme for streams. And then my last anime convention of the summer is next weekend. And, oh boy, Texas State Fair happens. When does that start? It's next month. When does that start? Website says... Come on. Hours and admission. Oh, it's at the end of September. Starts September 24th. Oh, no, that's the rodeo. When does it start? Website says... Look at that. Ooh! I'm excited! I don't want to be a big Tex insider, thank you. Your least fit... Listen, it's hot as hell, but I love the festivities. Okay, when does it start? See now... Oh, September 26th. Okay. So the state fair starts in the fall for us. Okay. September 26th to October 19th. I want to make a little pilgrimage to the state fair. I really do. Because the food slaps. We get to see like some little agricultural things. And of course there's exhibits and rides. And listen, it's a fun time. I haven't been to the state fair in like, God, probably 10 years, I want to say. So it's about damn time. Does anyone, are there any non-Texans here in the chat? Do y'all go to your state fairs? One of my friends who lives in Minnesota, she is so excited. She always goes to her state fair, and she's very excited. Although I know some people aren't super big into it. Heck yeah, state fair trip. Let's go. That'd be so fun. Alrighty. So, where are you? We are on our last case. And then we've got... Because last week... I'm trying to think. Or the last time we played this, we finished up the courtroom scene with Larry and his drawing. And then we did more investigating. And there was an earthquake. And poor Miles was traumatized. But Maya is locked into this cave. And apparently the only person who can open these locks is the one who created them. And I don't know. We don't know who created these locks. So, yep, Maya got more locks. New crime scene. We gotta save Maya again. So, is that it? I think that's it. All right. Let's pull this up and let's go save Maya's ass. Shall we? Let's do it to it, people. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Loading. Oh yeah, and Pearl. We saw Pearl, but then she went missing again. Because, of course, she did. And then there was Gumshoe. Okay. Alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Who's gonna be at the state fair? Who is this? Oh, TLC! I thought that was an I. Oh, shit. TLC. Okay. What? That's pretty amazing. Alright. Listen. I will gladly jam out to some TLC at the state fair. Oh, Alyssa, you used to go to the state fair? If you don't mind me asking, what state? They're the only group I know. Okay, okay. Okay. Sorry, I thought you said TIC. I was like, who's TIC? No, TLC. I get it. I get it. Okay. So. Hello? Please load. Whilst it loads. Crack open. Ooh. Nice, crisp, fresh Dr. Pepper Zero. Delicious. There it is. There you are. I was like, where did you go? Hello. It's loading. It's thinking. I forget that the state fair has musical guests because I just wander around to all the different booths and junk. The last time I was at the state fair, I spent way too long looking at chickens. I was in that chicken exhibit forever, like a dweeb. Okay. Had to adjust our volume here. The chicken jockey! Listen, they had all sorts of chickens that I had never seen before. Okay. Back to investigating. See, if Pillow and them were here, I need to ask about, do they got state fairs or province fairs in Canada? I'm curious. Sheep! I love a sheep. That's one of my favorite things when I go to Ireland, is I love seeing the sheep. Okay, February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall. 5 locks. And the, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. I was about to say, I didn't think we caught her yet, but okay, time skip. And I know that there was only one lock when I came in here last time. So you're saying you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Oh, we caught her last time? I don't remember. Maybe I should watch my own VODs. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That is your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. She's like, I love you, bastard. Go sleep. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Bye, Edgy. Oh, Edgeworth. Hi, Alita. Welcome. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. Damn, Franny, she's got wisdom today. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. Balance. Balance is key. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoneix Wright. I am going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Why aren't we staying here? I guess we have to go find Pearl? Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Just watch, there's gonna be more locks. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried, I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was all right, but what? Then I saw these chains here. Do you think Maya put them up? Could she? I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who can set the lock can open it. And you are the one who sets these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time.
won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day? Listen, I thought it would take longer. That's not even that bad.
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoneix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple, it's as if you were...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Hello, Caitlin! I hope you enjoy your lurk. And good luck with the continuous packing. I know you've been doing this for a while. Thank you for stopping by. Of course. More locks. Damn it. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Girl, don't cry on me! Mess. Mess. Okay, I guess we'll move. We gotta find more, evidence. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try and gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Maybe we'll talk to Edgeworth in the garden. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Ah. Especially with someone giving them the evil eye the whole time. It is complicated! There's so much! Dally Jimmy, did you finish this one? I know you said you were still playing this particular case. Still trying to figure out how the fuck she died, right? We still don't know. Hi, Lily! Welcome! No, how could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! Hey, don't you dare run away! What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away! I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. What have you missed? Well, instead of one lock keeping Maya in, there are now 5. And Iris is hiding something from us again. So we gotta go look for more evidence, and then we gotta figure out what she's hiding. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? As I chance, this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect. Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No. Though thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago. When we were little school kids at the same elementary school. Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Oh, baby Edgeworth. Yes. I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there! But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And after you saved me. Not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? Hi, Emily. Welcome. Good to see ya. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. They're so in love, it's crazy. I know. Kiss already, damn it. So, you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file? Yes. I checked over every case file I ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago. A little water. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to the member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No. That woman is completely unrelated to this murder. He's talking about Dahlia, isn't he? Unrelated? Yes. I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. How the fuck do I do that? Okay, there's Talisman, the Sphere, Dusky Bridge. Larry's sketch, crime photo, tracks, Iris's testimony, autopsy. I don't know if I have that evidence yet. We love Miles. We stand. Well, I guess we'll move along. Let's see. I want to go find either Pearl or Gumshoe. Let's put some more pieces together. Who's on the bridge? It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down the path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Listen, I've had enough of Larry. But, since you suggested it... Pearl! My child.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Pearls? What are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey! What do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry? This is the loser shack where losers get together to lose themselves. Why are you calling Pearl a loser? She's a literal child. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Loris did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. I know, Larry's goofy-ass sprites are the best. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. Stay out of our way! I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Mystic Maya.
Damn, Larry. Well, let's see the drawing. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
Heh, I got nothing to say to you, Nick.
My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I gonna do with him? Also, I don't want you taking care of my child. Thank you. Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
God, he would complain about the male loneliness epidemic. I bet you Larry would go down the incel pipeline, that bastard. I agree, Pearl's got plenty of time to not be a loser. See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know? Yeah, Pearl's a winner. I agree.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Loris?
Not you two. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hi, Aqua, welcome. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Okay. Pearls,
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know.
You're a lot smarter than any normal child.
I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing. Does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Ms. Donim's room reading a book together. But Ms. Donim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Right, Pearl, we don't have time for these games. Maya's still stuck in that damn cave. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
God diggity damn it. Okay. God, 5 locks? 5? I wonder if Pearl put the locks on.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It disappeared.
Oh no, Pearl! Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick! You made her cry! That was really cruel of you! Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her psych locks to get the truth out of her. Good God damn it, I don't have any sort of evidence! Let's just talk to everybody. Where's Gumshoe? Maybe he's over here. Oh, we're talking anime cons, are we? Yeah, I'm going to San Japan. I will not be at Anime Frontier. I don't know about Anime Impulse yet. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Can we? I don't think we can break them right away yet. There's still stuff to do. Sister Bikini! She looks scared. Oh, well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern? Ugh. Ugh. Please excuse my nostrils. Oh, cool. What con, Aqua? That's exciting. Looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern. But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Qurine tradition. I have never heard of that convention. That's news to me. We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes. You were telling me how the Master of Qurine disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Qurine tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them. Well, I don't know how well you did, ma'am, but, maybe the locks have something to do with it? Someone was trying to destroy them. Where's Morgan? Is she out of prison? Because I know Morgan Faye was trying to do that, during the last case she showed up in. I bet you Morgan is out of... Right? That's what I'm saying, Henry. We both thought the same thing. I bet you she got out of prison and went right back to her old tricks. Let's go find this bitch. There's only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Qurine, and her daughter's the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Is this the power? Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? It's like fucking royal families all over again. You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know the power is real. Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask to Mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. Oh, I bet that was super cute, Aqua. I love that. The Qurine technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see? All because of one little mistake. My theory is Pearl tried to summon Misty before she died because Pearl didn't know Misty was Elise. Oh! You know, I was also thinking that when she said her powers were gone. We're sharing brain cells, man. A mistake? What mistake? It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That... Oh, the case about, where Misty, like, was called into court? I think. I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file, of course. Aha! Oh, you think Morgan's still in jail? Maybe she's hiring somebody. The DL6 incident. I knew it. Alright, let's talk about it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right! So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. Blackmailing could be. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police had ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right. He was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Qur'an tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Qur'an Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. No, it's just corrupt, law enforcers. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. Yay! Well, that's good to hear. Clear Misty's name. The Qur'an tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? The spiritual power of the Qur'an channeling technique is in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. Gregory Edgeworth didn't know. Very true.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life as a result. Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. Oh, here we go. Here's Morgan. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister, too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan? That's a name I know well. It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Karine Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... What? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter? Are you shitting me? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter. Girl, spill those beans. We're tying all the cases, right? I was about to say, everybody's got to make an appearance. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter? Oops! I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. Yeah, Pearl. I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearls. Pearl Fay. But I always thought she was an only child. You jest! That child, she's Mystic Morgan's. I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. Yeah, I was about to say. But then how would she be able to open those locks if she doesn't have spiritual power? What? I don't know how this is going. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not... Bitch, what do you mean 3? I love her mushroom hair. Listen, she's a bitch, but boy, her design is cunt. Wait, what? 3? Yes, I knew there was a twin! Of course there's gonna be a fucking twin. Good god damn it. Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. What? Twin sister? Didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. This is some Scooby-Doo shit. Okay, Emily called it then. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Karine's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him. Fucking soap opera, very true. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Sister Bikini. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. What a piece of shit father. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Yeah, I was about to say, because Valerie did not look like Dahlia at all. Probably because they were, blended families. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Okay. Can I present things to her? Probably not. Let's see if we can find Gumshoe. Wherefore art thou, Gummy? Half-sister. Right. Hello? Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Gummy! No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. What is he singing? I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Crime. Ooh, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. Reggae? That's not what I was imagining, but okay. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So, what are you up to, detective? I mean, we could check the office, I guess. I don't know. I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon? That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. Looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. I will decide that. Show me the letter. Show me the letter. About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Burnt up old letter? Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple. Thank you for pulling it out. The incinerator? I knew it! I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Oh boy. Spirit mediums? Okay, burnt letter added to the court record. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. Yeah, okay. How's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean... I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me? I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. I forgot about him. I totally forgot about him. Godot? What did he mean by that? Alright, murder weapon. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Shichishido that was found impaled in the victim's body. Enjoy your lurk, Aqua. I will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Okay, give me the secret weapon. Yeah. Let's talk about it. What's this secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You've gotta think scientifically, okay? Who used to say that? What was her name, Emma? Does she come back? I liked her. She was cute. There's a dog! Bruh. Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Emma Sky, thank you. Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. Oh, a metal detector? So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you wanna give scientific investigation a go? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know. Come on, Phoenix. Should I help Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, let's do it. But first, we save. But yeah, let's play with the metal detector. Play forensics expert. Oh, right, the dog was an option in the Edgeworth case. I forgot about that. But no dogs, just metal this time. Come on, pal, it's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then, I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive you could make it cry. It's so high-tech you could skydive off of it. Oh, bother. So, now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's why we're trying to find that out. Right, so first let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector's signal bouncing off something metallic. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you hit something metallic. And when that happens, press enter to give that area a good hard stare. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight, too. Take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Well, yeah, there's the ladder. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. Educate us, Phoneix. I've met plenty of guys like you always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I mean, that's pretty distinctive, Gumshoe. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing. No, they're not. No, they're not! They're completely different. You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pal, bro. Or from a pro, pal. The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Oh. This looks like a wallet? Aha! That's where it's been. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. We got ladders versus step ladders achievement. That's funny. But you still dropped it anyway. How did you not hear your bell? It's not a cat. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. Your wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore. Then what's the point? How come the metal? Because of the bell? Yeah, that's what I think. Sled? That's odd. This sled's made of plastic. It says bikini #1 on the side. Oh, do they? You know, I do remember it in the last game, actually. I think it was in the Will Powers case. Maybe there's something under it. Oh, maybe there's something under it. Wrong. What's this? A badge? Aha! I've been hunting high and low for that. Quit losing shit. It's yours, detective. That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that dime in there now. How did you manage to drop your badge here of all places? I know! I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need to hear any more. Just a pair of skis, nothing useful. I'm actually pretty good on skis, you know, pal. I just love to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind. Really? I had no idea. How good are you then? Well, I'm better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on a snowboard. That's a pretty detailed answer. Oh, but you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy. Not related, but I love that for you. The guy's losing it. Must be the altitude. We better get back to the investigation. Okay, more skis. Okay, yeah, we already... What's this? Looks like there's something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal! Huh? What is it? It's a trap! People set them out to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. A trap? For detectives? Did he just like fall in a pothole and think it was a trap? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those once. Your finger? There was this bit of cheese, and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then bam! Gumshoe, you got caught in a mouse trap! I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. Give the man some cheese. I thought for sure I'd find something on the lantern. That Shichishito next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop. Me as a detention officer. Me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. I think he'd be great at that job. Oh, next to the golden statue. Okay, never mind. Well... where else can I go? What's that? What's this? A pen? Hey, I've been looking all over. God damn it, quit dropping shit. Huh? It's yours? Yeah, my old man gave it to me when I qualified as a detective. How did he qualify as a detective? Damn it. He told me it'd be good for sticking in suspects' faces. That makes you detectives sound really nasty. It's my dream to stick it in your face one day, right? Then don't go losing it. Where else have we... Why is there metal in the wooden staff? This is Ms. Donim's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they are usually made of wood. But the detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? Does it open up to reveal a knife? Because that would be pretty sick. I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? Maybe he used to be a genius, but he got a crayon stuck in his nose. Not like Homer. Let's not compare Gumshoe to Homer Simpson. I hate Homer Simpson. Gumshoe may be stupid, but he's a much better person than Homer Simpson. It's weird this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence, the job for the... Did we break it? Oh, the top is coming off. Aha! Look what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! What did I say? What did I say? That's fancy as fuck. Damn, Misty. She was ready to fight. That's a sword inside the staff. Is this... Could it be... the murder weapon? Alright, bitch. I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. Done in by her own fucking sword. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? I can breathe again. Hey, Gumshoe. Who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Yo, Moriarty the Patriot. That is such a cool show. I like it a lot. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Good job, pal. It's about the same length as the Shichishito 2. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal. Go, Gummy, go. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective! Huh? What is it, pal? I'm pretty busy right now, you know? You're gonna go get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a little while? Oh, what are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. If it was bloody, it might not have been able to be opened. That's very true. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh? How so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think Maya's been let's just wait until we can get inside the secret cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay. Just stop it with the face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? He's gonna take us for pasta! I want to go eat pasta with Gumshoe! You know, I was also surprised that he knew the word viridian. But, like, good for him. Sure. Thanks. Okay. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Donim doing with a staff like this in the first place? Listen! He learned it from Maurice Wright. Okay, back we go. Alright, Sister Bikini. Okay, we already talked about all of this. Do I need to do anything with her? Oh! Sister... Present... Let's go back to Edgeworth. We need to talk to him about that. Gate. Back to here. Where was he? The garden? Yeah. Let's talk. Because we already... Okay, we talked about Iris, and he said the jeweler thing. Let's talk to Edgy. Let's try... Well, I should save first. I haven't saved in a minute. Okay. Let's talk, buddy. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious! Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father. A jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Yeah, here's the connection. Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you would say that. Let me guess. That bitch! Oh, God. Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Here we go. Yes, exactly. Please, tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. Do we talk? Yes! Right, I gotta go back to Pearl after this. Maybe we have what we need to break Pearl's locks. But we also have Iris's locks to break, too. We'll figure it out. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn due to my inexperience. The defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? We read it in the hospital. You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked on one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. Okay. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Right on the money, Henry. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this was when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. Ain't that some shit? So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is... What? Now wait just a damn minute. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians. What? Girl, what? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Okay. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Yep. Revenge. Revenge! At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. And her sentence was fine. Oh no! Oh shit! Did she... She was executed last month! Holy shit. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? Oh no, she's definitely involved. I bet you Morgan heard about it and then blamed Misty and Mia for it. And so she went after Maya. Ooh, I bet that's what happened. Do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. Oh, but when I tell you about her mama, she's dead. And once someone is dead, there is no way to revive them. Unless... There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Quirine channeling technique. Did you say Quirine channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. She wasn't fraudulent, dear. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth? Go to the police records room, it's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Quirine channeling technique is real. Woof. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Iris is up to. Well, I did save, so... Oh... We know about her sister. Let's give it a shot. Here we go! Oh, okay, the mic is back. What just happened? Let's try again. Hello. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch USB ports. Let's see if that'll work. We had to have our minimum one technical issue before we ended stream. Am I right? Yes, trust the damn computer. Hello! It's thinking. It's doing a think. Hello. Love me. Let me move. Please hold. Where are you at? Okay, it moves that way. Going to bed, but this case is getting hype. Can't wait to see what's next. Bye. Thank you for stopping by, Henry. I appreciate it. It's interesting. We shall see what happens. Have a good night, sleep well, and we'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow for our food ranking. Bye-bye. Okay. Unplug. Plug back in. Yay! There we go! Yeah, we're back. Whee! Good. Okay. Crisis averted. Okay. Back to it, people. Hello? There we go. Okay. Unlocking time! Unlocking time. I think it's about time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. That was Sister Bikini. Knew that much. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini?
Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Your theory is Pearl tried to summon Mia, didn't work. Someone else summoned Dahlia? I wonder. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Hey, one down, two to go.
The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this. what did she say? Rang lights out bell at 10. Well, I mean, I guess it would contradict that. Right? Well, let's give it a shot. Yeah, there we go. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Me!
Who's that?
Me! Right? Fucking Phoneix.
Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. If Edgeworth didn't say Dahlia was dead, I suspect this is actually Dahlia in disguise and the real Iris is in the cave. Ooh, that would be juicy. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. You were at Hazakura Temple, you were at the Inner Temple, there were 2 of you. Well, they wouldn't bring up the twin if I weren't supposed to pick that one. Is she really dead? I don't know, that could have been faked. You can pay people in prison to do that kind of shit. Not that I would know from experience, but you know, TV dramas, and this is a game. They would use the same type of logic. Did it work? On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you! I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy! How could that be? There's only one of me! That's impossible! I wonder, was someone channeling Dahlia? Or did Dahlia escape? It was a doppelganger! Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there is more than one of me.
Has the profile updated? Aha! It has! Let's go, bitch. Take that! I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Right, the same hairstyle is a little silly. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you, who was at the temple here on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Kurine channeling technique. That night, Someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Aha! Here we go. I wonder who it was. Let's go. Spill those beans, bitch.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me, who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right...
Bitch, no, she does not. Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept that I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? Bet you it's some shit Morgan put into her head.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge? Revenge. Okay. What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Khura'in.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
But before long, the credibility of the Khura'in tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple.
Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see?
Oh.
and I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. Hello, Franny. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it, goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student. Have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. Great. Awesome. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Ah! Hurry up, Phoneix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl. Pearl Cyclops, come on. We gotta go to the Shack du Loris. There we go. Let's go. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Here we go! Let's do it to it, people. 5 locks. Whew. After dinner, on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried, I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Ms. Donim's room. Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Probably Maya. Pearls, on the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? I bet you she went to check on Maya. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not gonna open up to me. This is where you went, because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm gonna take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. Of course it's Maya. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
I...
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for your special course.
Well, my, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell? The Hazakura Temple bell is pretty small, though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Huh, I wonder. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh,
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because... I don't know. Fuck, we didn't read the letter! Hang on. Let's read this letter. Maybe that's what it is. Be careful, blank. Once night falls, blank should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. That's why she found the... How did she get into the incinerator? Her name is blank. She is our blank. The whole blank. Here is a picture of her. Use it blank when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is blank, burn the blank. Also make blank tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the blank fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Damn! Damn! That's pretty spicy, and I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking for. Glad I remembered about that letter. I totally had... After learning all the family drama, I'd forgot we were looking for it. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
Ah! Where did you...
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? Damn! Was she still doing her mother's bidding after all you've been through with Maya? Damn, Pearls. Damn. Et tu, Pearls. That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
3 to go. These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, her fuck-ass mama, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoneix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. It was Dahlia! The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was... Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I bet you it was her mama. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter.
Yeah.
2 left. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. Damn, that's child abuse! Morgan Fay has just been using and abusing Pearls. I want custody! Damn it! She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. Half-sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? I bet you it was her fuck-ass mama. Let's go. Let's see if we're right. Boom! Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you...
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. All right, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick!
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child!
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof!
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
Well then. Time to take off the kitty gloves, I guess. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Huh? How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you had been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Hold on, I'm gonna read the letter again. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is blank. She is our blank. The whole blank. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is blank, burn the blank. Also make sure blank... Gravely! Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. Gravy! Gravy! The hanging scroll in the temple is covered in gravy! I see you, translators. I see you and your puns, obscured by gravy. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
Ah! What? Why would I do something like...
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Why would that stupid woman write a message like that to her 8-year-old child? That's so dumb. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right? That's why they made mashed taters with gravy and roast for dinner that night. That's so goofy!
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Ms. Donim on the night of the murder? Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Ms. Elise? So, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Shit, she showed the instructions! Oh, damn. Misty must have known what was going down. Ooh. Ooh. Sure, Ms. Donim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me. And the only roast I could think of was food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange.
Damn it.
I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Girl, you channeled a whole ass person. I would not say that would be useless.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Kurain like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes. I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
So did she not channel Dahlia? Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens.
Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
Yes. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. And there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept.
I know she's not useless. Poor Pearl, she needs so much therapy.
I threw the letter into the incinerator and I heated up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried.
It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry.
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that. Listen, Uncle Larry is really trying. So she never managed to channel the spirit. I bet you Dahlia escaped prison. I bet you she's still alive, and that's why Pearl couldn't channel her. I bet you there was a jailbreak. Something. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is, anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
You know, that could be it. I wonder, maybe Maya was channeling her spirit? But why would she? I don't think she would have any reason to. Huh. Someone else. What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yup, it's like dating a girl, Nick. Can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Could Morgan have broken out of jail and channeled her own daughter's spirit? I'm just throwing shit at the wall. We'll see.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's
Final wish? Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month.
You think Maya did it? You know, Alita, that also crossed my mind. I wonder if Misty could, but why would Misty do that? Man, we just keep getting more fucking questions.
Last month, she told me.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and to do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
God, you deserve a much better mother. You deserve so much better, Pearl. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, too.
God, Morgan Faye. Morgan Faye when I catch you.
That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture with her letter, too.
A picture?
Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Oh... That sure is pretty strange. Larry, did you open the fucking letter and take the photo? Someone had opened it already? Huh. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us.
I bet she is.
So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be all right.
She better be. Morgan Faye when I catch you. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? That her mother's a fucking psychopath? I don't know. Who's laughing? You! You bastard! You always show up at the last minute. Finally figured it out, have you, Trite? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Good dough. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a friggin' puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Faye isn't coming back. Don't know! You don't get to say that! What? You don't know what you're talking about! How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Faye. Motherfucker, you can't blame me on everybody's deaths. That's not how this works. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. I realized that, but And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. Huh. What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Brother, tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all.
Mr. Nick, is what that man said just true?
It'll be all right, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see that for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Please, Jesus, let Maya still be alive. Morgan Le Fay when I catch you! Or just Morgan Fay. I bet you they based her off of Morgan Le Fay in King Arthur. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child. My Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. Morgan Fay when I catch you! Ooh. I'm gonna get you to rot in that penitentiary for life! Hot diggity, people. Is the next part the last part? Hang on. Yep. The next part is the last trial. Holy heck, people. Holy heck. I cannot believe we are so close. We are so close. Wow. Well, alrighty then, friends. That is going to be it for tonight's stream. We are making good time. Good time. Holy shit. We've been at this game forever. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I finish this trilogy. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. We still have 2 more streams this week. So tomorrow at 8:30, because I'm teaching a little later than usual tomorrow, but tomorrow at 8:30, we're going to be ranking festival and fair foods. We're making a tier list again so everybody can fight about their favorite foods at summer festivals and state fairs. And then on Saturday, we have special karaoke time. So, I hope you will join me for those. Oh my god, so many people are live. So many. Who should I throw you at? Let's see. Oh, Aqua's streaming. Let me throw you at Aqua. We'll give Aqua a raid. Aqua is playing Beyblade. So if you like the anime boys with spinny tops, you can go hang out with Aqua and watch some Beyblade. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. I always love our Ace Attorney games. Where did my mouse go? There it is. So please say hey to Aqua for me. The raid emote is free for all of my followers. So please do that. And if you have any suggestions for foods to go on the tier list for tomorrow, leave them in the Discord. And I will get that on there ready for you. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Have a good sleep. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.